Here's how to remake OK Alright on FL Studio. Now, this song was produced by Metro Boomin, Mike Dean and Sunny Digital. It is in 122.5 BPM and the key is F minor. I also just wanted to quickly point out, I've only done the first part of this beat purely due to time constraints and also the fact that I'm more interested in the first part and it was a lot harder to actually remake. Step 1. The melodies. Now, for the melodies, we have a pad, a piano, another pad, and a pluck. Starting off with the first pad, which is kind of the most prevalent thing in the beat, I went on Xenology to preset 209 Supersaw synth pad. I put these notes in on screen. Fairly simple, just the chord progression that's throughout the song. And yeah, this is what I got. Then after this, we've got the piano. This was very, very hard to hear in the actual mix when I was kind of listening through to the melodies. It's very quiet in the mix. It's just one note played at the start of each chord hit from the pad. Shout out OneProdVL for helping me get this preset, and he was the one who actually identified it for me because I just could not hear a piano initially. And yeah, simple notes. Here's what you get. Following this, we have another pad. Again, this is kind of similar to the first one, just a bit more quiet and just adds a bit of texture and substance to the overall melody. Again, it's similar notes to that first pad, and I went on Analog Lab to find this preset, and here's what you get. Then finally, it is the pluck. Now, this is kind of just similar to the piano in the way it just plays at the start of each chord hit. And again, it's just an Analog Lab preset called VS Bells. The notes are on screen. Here's what it should sound like. And then once you manage to get all these melodies together, this is what the final melody should sound like. Step 2. The drums. Now for the drums in this track, there is an 808, a kick, a couple counter snares, a congo, a tom, and a stomp. I think I've got the identical congo and the identical tom, the identical kick, and one of the identical snares. The other counter one, I've kind of just got a very similar one from one of packs that I have. And then the 808 again, it's pretty similar, it's just a little less subby than the original. The 808 pattern itself is pretty simple, the notes are on screen, and then again the kick is just playing on every other 808 hit, and then the only hard bit of actually this drums was probably the congo pattern, the way it kind of fades in and out, and the hits of them. But yeah, other than that, the drum pattern is fairly simple. Here's what it should sound like. Step 3. Mixing and mastering. Now for the mixing and mastering on this beat, there isn't too much that I actually did. There was an effect that plays at some point that I used gross beat to kind of get that fade in effect. that comes in. In terms of like automation and stuff like that, I automated the tempo for the second part, which I didn't actually end up getting onto. But I also did automate some volume, and then also just a lot of standard EQs on the melodies. The drums just boosted, the 808 with some Camel Crusher and just a bit of boosting. Standard drums just getting hit through a soft clipper. Other than that, not too much to it. And yeah, ideally I would have done the second part, but I just don't have the time and I'm not too interested. But yeah, this is the only remake that I know that will be on YouTube for this song. I got it pretty accurately. I'm very proud of the drums, and the melody was very, very hard to actually hear. But yeah, thanks for watching. FLP is in the description, and let me know in the comments what I should remake next. Here's the full beat.